one sock on as we speak. First, I have to do my makeup. Look, guys, I got a freaking watch. Old people wear watches. And old people wear the sweater I just took off. Look, do old people have this as their watch? Look, when you tap her. So we're going to be using our bone clips. I got them from a Halloween store. Anytime y'all hear a crazy buzz like that's my phone. My phone's almost broken. It's been through many waters, many falls, many icy times, and hot times. Like, there's been a lot of times where I touch my phone and it feels like it's on fire. And it's been here since 2020. Wow, I've had this phone for 5 years. This is crazy. Y'all, it's still kicking somehow. It's still kicking. I've never had a phone last this long, but I'm gonna be honest. It seems like it's like, well, I don't know. I'd say it seems like it's breaking, but it's literally seemed like it's breaking since the moment I got it. Maybe it'll last another 5 years. Come on, guys, please. I cannot afford a higher phone bill than I'm already paying. It is only $35 a month, but that is a huge chunk from someone who's not like legally employed. I just have like little tiny jobs. I like 2025 because my lucky number is 5. So for me to be able to write 5 on my school papers instead of putting 24, I'm really happy about it. I think that if nothing ends, it is an illusion. So if time never ends, it's just an illusion, okay? So don't think of it and don't be sad. Just think of it as, I like this number. I don't like this number. I've had 5 since 2015. In 2015, it was okay. Like 2015 was when like the depression was like, I was in 4th grade in 2015. And then 2016 hit. Are you down, need it down, need it down, need it down, down. 2015 was the first time I got my wrist/arm checked. Because my aunt was like, you've been acting weird lately. I was like, what do you mean weird? She said, like that Lana Del Rey thing, you chopping it up? I was like, no. I don't even remember 2015. How old were you in 2015? Put your paws up. I can't ask people's age? Why? We're wetting our sponge. If someone asked me in the comment section, they were like, how old are you? I mean, to be honest, if they asked that, it was mostly because we were like getting in an argument. And then I would lie. I'd be like, I'm in college. I was 10. No idea. You don't know your age? Your name is Playdate. 13. I'm assuming your age. I'm assuming you're 13. 10, 13, 3. Yeah. You're like, you don't have any weird people in your life? I do. Guys, one time it was me mid-crying, and I was like, and someone entered the chat, and they were like, can I hit? And I was like, I literally just told them, I was like, I don't have any private parts. I'm literally like a Barbie doll. Like, it just... And then they were like, doesn't matter to me. And I was like... And people were like, this is the wrong time. This is what I use. Very expensive, but I never wear makeup, so it's the best. Also, this has like shade range wise, it goes the lightest. Low key, I need to go. I need to go from a shade lighter. I'm not allowed outside, and I'm severely anemic. Okay, it's bound to happen. The lighting makes it look so white, guys. Okay. I just hurt my foot so bad. Oh, for what purpose? Like, I didn't do anything. I just turned and it hurt so bad. It's throbbing right now. Oh my gosh, when I was in 3rd grade, I was running from someone when we were playing tag at the playground, and there was it was thick and it was like rooted in the ground, but a little part of it like bumped up. And I was running downhill. I tripped on it, but I kept going. I did not stop. You will not catch me losing 10 grit. Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about it, but I was like, that hurt. Then later comes out, it was sprained. I sprained my ankle. And it wasn't until a few days later I was like, man, it's still hurting so bad. But anytime I injured myself, I would not tell my family. Guys, one time, and this was also in 3rd grade, I choked. It was on a little caramel candy. and we were getting ready to leave for the day. And for some reason, before we left, the teacher would always have us like lined up sitting in a hallway, and they had a walkie-talkie, and they called it car rider. Basically, you would sit until they announced on the speaker, your car's here, and then you would be able to get up and go. So I was waiting in car rider, and this girl, I'll say her name is Susie. I know who this girl is, but I don't want to get her name out there, because is that even a weird thing to do, guys? Like, really? Why do people give people a fake name? Like, even if y'all do ever find the school that I went to and find this girl, it's okay. She didn't do anything bad to me. Now, if I was talking about someone who did something bad to me, then I would use a fake name, because as much as I want karma for them, I wouldn't want someone to be like, I'm gonna dox them. But I guess I'll still use a fake name because other people do it, but I don't know why other people do it if nothing bad happened. Susie has a bag of caramel candies. When you had food in car rider, it went crazy because we're all about to go home. We probably haven't eaten that day because we did not like the school lunch. So we're very famished. She like turns, and you weren't allowed to talk. So we had to just, she turns, asks the person behind her. The person behind her is a very close friend of mine. We grew up together. She asks her, I'll call her Angel. And so she was like, she mouthed it. She was like, Angel, do you want one of my caramel candies? Angel was like, no, but let me ask Junie. So she hands her a caramel. Angel turns around, gives it to me, and I'm like, oh, caramel candy, yeah. I put it in my mouth, and immediately, and I felt it lodged in my throat. But it didn't feel like I was choking. I couldn't breathe, but it didn't feel like I was choking. I don't know why, but whenever things happen to me, I'm like, well, that couldn't have happened. That's not what it feels like. What do you mean that's not what it feels like? What's it supposed to feel like then? Because it happened. I can't breathe, and it's literally like sticking out of my throat. Like, it is like, you can see like the indent. I don't know, like you can like see it. And I'm like that's how my noises come out. I was like, wow. And I sat there for a good 15 seconds like, am I actually choking? I don't think I'm actually choking because, which, like, attention seeker, hello? The teacher who was watching us, I know her name and I would probably say her name, but I'm not gonna but she was the worst teacher. I hated her. Everyone did. She was on her phone on Snapchat. I like tapped Angel's back and I was like, and she was like, oh, you're choking. And so she was like, Junie's choking. And all the kids were saying, Junie's choking. And and they were all saying it. This teacher did not care. She was still sitting on her phone. Tell me why. The teacher, so like in the hallway, there's doors, obviously. One of them was like a teacher like lounge room for like a break or whatever. I remember there were vending machines in there. One of the teachers from in there decided to take action before the teacher sitting 2 steps ahead of me. She didn't even bat an eye. She was just on her phone. She was like, and we were all like, hey, Junie's choking. And so the teacher in the break room, whatever, she like flung open the door and she was like, what? And so she saw me and she immediately went over and she picked me up. And I remember like her thumb went above my belly button. It was like a very like, anyway, she started giving me the Heimlich. Is that what it's called? Yeah. She started like giving me the Heimlich. It flew out. Yay! And then I was immediately called home after that. They were like, your ride's here. And I was like, oh, that's my call. And they were like, dude, are you okay? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, my body's here. I get in the car. I remember that night we had to, for dinner, we had mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes is like smooth, okay? I couldn't even swallow the mashed potatoes. My throat hurt so bad. And I didn't tell anyone. When I got home, I didn't tell anyone. I remember I wrote on a little piece of paper, caramel candy, to remember it, because even my mom, she would like go through my diary and I knew she did it. So I didn't even want to be like, today I choked. No, I just wrote caramel candy to remember it. And she'll just see it and be like, oh, did she want a caramel candy? But I will see it and know what went down. And so I kept it to myself. I never told a soul. Next day I went to school though, everyone was like, hey, what did you choke on? And I was like, guys, it was a caramel candy. And I remember I had an iPad. Guys, this story really just gets worse. Like, what is happening? But I had an iPad, and I remember I looked up. I was like, what is like the easiest thing to choke on? And it was like caramel candy, and it was literally the name brand, like everything about it. It was like this caramel candy in specific, and I was like, that was the caramel candy I had. Literally, not even a split second after I put it in my mouth, it shot back. Like, you know, like whenever you're playing like air hockey, and it, like that's how quick it went. Like, my family still doesn't know. How do you manage to get so many stories from those littlest things? I think it's just because I remember everything. Like, I remember every millisecond, like everything. And so if I see like a tiny little reference, I'm gonna start telling a story. A lot of people don't remember stuff, and it low-key bugs me. Not because I'm like frustrated, but I'm low-key like, you don't remember that time we did this together? That meant a lot to me. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it would have been a lot to me too. I just don't remember it. And I'm like, it's really bad whenever the person that you want like the most memories with smokes weed 24/7. And then like, he doesn't remember a thing. We have a conversation the next day. He will ask me the same questions. And I'm like, dude, I answered this yesterday. He's like, I don't remember anything. And I'm like, we have been friends since I was 11. So can you imagine like the little, you know, that image where like the girl's talking to the boy and like the pew 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 sparrows are going out, and he's like, that's how it feels. Like, guys, he used to remember everything, and now I'm having to deal with the fact that he's not going to remember anything. I'm already over it. Like, it's okay. Love him. We're still close, and as long as I can be in the speaking room with him, be friends, that's all I need. It makes me so happy. But I will admit, in the earlier years, when it was first becoming a thing, I couldn't go a single day or night or hour without just sobbing because it hurt me so bad. I know he wasn't doing it to me, but it hurt me that he was like having to go through that and stuff, and like that was happening in his life. I was like, my memory is worse than the goldfish. It's so bad. I have to take screenshots and notes. I actually do take screenshots along with having my memory, because despite me remembering verbatim some text messages and stuff, I think they do remember. I'm not talking about the dude. I'm talking about just other people, ominous people. Though I will be like, hey, remember when you did this? That low-key hurt my feelings. And they're like, I never did that. And I'm like, and so I'll have a screenshot, because I learned from 5th grade to start taking screenshots. 5th grade was whenever I was getting bullied tumultuously. However you say that word. That was still to this day the worst. Someone was so sinister and evil about the 5th grade one. And people still to this day, they're like, you have to get over it. It was literally 5th grade. No, that whole thing like changed my brain chemistry. It affected me. Okay. So we also might crash out on community little notes, right? I wanted to say, because someone commented, and this was so funny, and I agreed with them, and I hope they didn't think I was being sarcastic, but also if they did, I don't think they would care, because they left the comment to be mean. But y'all also might crash out about TikTok. It was mainly about CapCut though, because I had so many videos on there, and like, I don't know if y'all edit, but like hours of work worth on there had just gotten erased. Okay. And that always means a lot to me. If you can't tell, I'm a very sentimental person. So anything with like any kind of memories, if it just gets like into a void. Guys, if I ever get amnesia or dementia, shoot me in the head. Shoot me in the head. I don't want to exist without having my sentiment, my everything. I don't want to, no. Anyways, someone commented, they weren't subscribed, and they were like, this is so lame to be crying over an app. And I responded, I was like, I know, right? This is really lame, but this is all my life has. And that is lame. I know it's lame. I don't even have a license yet. I know it's lame. It is so lame. But the things that like you should cry about, or like that are valid to cry about, when it happens to me, I don't. Like, it doesn't faze me. It's little things like that are the biggest to me. Like, people have done a lot of bad stuff to me. Did I shed a tear? No. It doesn't matter. Guys, I was groomed for a year in elementary school through this one guy on the internet. Okay? And at the end, he ended up hacking my Instagram account. nothing affected me during that whole like thing. Like, okay, like it got really bad, like explicit. And I was a child. That's a child. The only thing that started making me bawl and cry and freak out and finally tell my mom, who then contacted the police, is because he hacked my account. And I was like, no, my Instagram account. I only cared about my Instagram account. And that's like the thing that people will be like, that should have been the part that you didn't cry at. You should have been bothered by the rest. Still to this day, like that didn't bother me. That whole thing didn't bother me. The only thing that bothered me and scarred me was that Instagram hacking. And still, I'm wondering how he did that. Because he later, like, after he did it to me, he did it to the rest of my friends. Not Grwm, but he went through my, like, friends on my, like, messages. And while he was in my account, he went to other people's account. Cool. Let me tell you, the school day after that happened, at recess, it was crazy. We were all talking to each other, and they were like, how do you get my password? I made sure to make my password the most impossible thing to learn. And I was like, guys, let me tell you all about this dude, who, again, I haven't told anyone about because I keep everything to myself until it becomes a fun little story. And then I'll tell it to have a little, for the audience, what am I trying to say? Entertainment? I don't know. Something. Whatever this is, it's the word. So, yeah. But that's how my brain, like, I don't know. Like, it's so yeah, like, to some people that was really lame to see that. But me, that was heart-wrenching. That was heart-breaking. Okay? Like, don't take my CapCut when I take that, please. Lemon Demon reference? Guys, I don't know Lemon Demon. I mean, I know who he is and stuff. I know what he does. When I was, like, knee deep in the messengers, knee deep in the Jack Stauber stuff, like, I remember on the Reddit, which every day this post gets made, can y'all not scroll and see that the post was already made? And this is the reason I got off of Reddit, because the same questions were asked every single day. Who's similar to Jack Stauber that I can listen to since Jack Stauber stopped making music? You probably would be the winner of those trauma candy bowl things. I would! Guys, people tell me, they say that I'm like the one with the most lore in my city. They can't say the state because I only know other people in my city who are in my city. Also, I think my state has Atlanta. And that's where, like, Cardi B lives. So, like, I think someone in Atlanta might be the cherry on top. It's just, like, a state is really big. Oh, that was a really bad sentence. Jenny, would you ever lore drop? I would, and I don't mind lore dropping because, again, to me it's just funny, like, not funny, silly stories. And I would. My only, like, issue and worry is that YouTube would literally kick me off because they'd be like, why are you posting this? And I'd be like, I just don't know if YouTube would, I'm being so serious, I don't know if YouTube would allow the extremes that it goes. I'm not kidding. I'm so glad TikTok's back. This is a powder I use. Fit me! It's literally the best, but it's also the only one I've ever used. It's literally the best because my mom is a cosmetologist, so she dives into the beauty world, so she already knew the best. So as a kid, she was putting me on the good stuff, but I only got the good stuff gradually. Every Christmas, it was like, here's a new makeup product, and I'd be like, this is the best palette in the world. I do the same eyeshadow look for every cosplay. Funny enough, except Konata. Konata I do the least. But every dude that I do the most. But my most is like, I'm not doing any like glam makeup. Guys, pray for me, madre. Like, she has been so sick for months. I feel bad sometimes whenever I do a makeup tutorial because it's really just my features. I really just outline my features. People are like, how do you make your eyes look big? I just have round eyes, so anything I add to that is gonna, like, make it look bigger. I feel bad. You can look up tutorials though, like how to look like bigger eyes. I don't know. This brush, okay, you see it's slanted. You're gonna go under the eye with the tip. And then you're gonna just like outline it. And then you're going to go on it with the whole thing. This makes it look so character-y. The whole reason I ever got into makeup was to look more, sorry for the term, anime-like. Because my whole life I've been like, what is this cartoon animation like? I must look like it. So that's always been the goal with makeup. And I always, I guess, just like build up on that. So I don't like over-exaggerate. I just enhance what I have to try to look character-y. And I won't do my mascara until I put that on, because if you have never put one on before, it literally down your face. And you might think, you shouldn't have done makeup yet. I know. But it's so hard. It's not really hard to breathe. It's just you get exhausted really fast. And if I had to do all this makeup and talking with that on, I would have been passed out on the floor by now. So I will be back. Oh yeah, these are my. Let's do a fit check before I take it off. So I'm wearing my margarita pajama pants. Okay, and then the other one is a sock. This is one of my new socks that I got from this Christmas, and it's a big deal because I stick to my sock game. I'm always getting Fruit of the Loom crew cut. Is that what they're called? They have to be seamless because I can't stand it's not seamless, and they have to go at least like up to here. I know it sounds crazy. I used to get made fun of. Well, not made fun of. People just commented on it in school. They were like, "Why are your socks like SpongeBob? Like, why are they so high?" And I'd be like, "I cannot handle it if it's any lower." Now I do the mascara before you do the wig, because if you put on the mascara when you have the wig on, it's gonna get caught up in that synthetic hair, and it's gonna be messy. It's getting sticky. My makeup looks fire. Okay, oomphies. Let's go to the room. Let's bring this to the room. Oh, there's my, okay, I'm gonna need my wig cap. Yo, y'all see my bodacious butt? Are we seeing a new perspective of my room? I know that we go back to break so what? Now guys, with a wig cap, you put the thick end on this, okay? You don't put it in the back. If you're ever wearing a wig cap and it's not staying on, that's why. The thin end is not gonna hold anything. Sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have suspenders, and I should probably invest in them, but I'm only gonna wear them with the Atsushi cosplay. And is it okay if Atsushi doesn't wear suspenders? It's like so cute on him, but like I'm never gonna wear it like on another outfit, because that is so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like geekish, early 2000s. There's a word for it. I can't think of it. If y'all can think of the word, please tell me, because a few days ago I was also trying to think of that word and I couldn't think of it for the life of me. This is me if I was bald. For a minute there, I contemplated just doing Dowside because his wig was closer in the closet. And I have a lot of like mannequin workings that I'm working on right now, like creative stuff that I'm working on in front of it. And I didn't want to tip them over. I'm scared. So I had to really reach to get the Atsushi bulb. Now, something that he doesn't have that always ticked me off before I got his cosplay, like whenever I saw other people do it, they didn't have his black stripe. That ticked me off so bad because it's such a big part of his character. It's really not. To me it is. And when I got the wig off Amazon, it literally had the black stripe in the photo. Then I get the wig. Where is the black stripe? So then I understood cosplayers. I was like, oh no, they probably did literally order it with the black stripe. It just didn't come with the black stripe. So one day I'll make a video where I put that black stripe in somehow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Lucky for me, I have pretty privilege and I can pull off any cosplay. Watch me like totally look so bad in this cosplay as I just said that. Hold on, guys. Let me show y'all something that Oomphy made for me. Your minds are going to be blown. Get ready. The Oomphy in question is my neighbor. Look, guys, isn't it so great to have an Oomphy as a neighbor? Think about it. Still not allowed outside, but some days we get to talk. Most of those days are Sundays after church, whenever I'm getting out of the car, and we get to talk. They literally made these. They literally made it. And their clips, their hair clips. Y'all know how much I love skeletons and bones. I'm so freaking excited. And I'm going to add one to the Atsushi cosplay. I'm a freak for this, man. 2 Loki's given like Evangelion. Let's see. Which one? I like this one. I think they're facing different ways, and if not, then I just looked really stupid. I like adding little clips to my little cosplays. I just added one. What do we think? I can't carry this guilt. Right now, I look like I'm about to take you out to dance out of middle school. But that's because I don't have, number one, the suspenders, but my tie. I do have the tie. I'm going to put the tie on. Oh my gosh, guys, like, what if on the tie I add a little bone? Because I don't have his, like, bisexual little pride pin right here. It is a pride pin. It is. He's freaky. He's freaky. Okay, for a second, in 2021, I learned how to tie. And after that, I've always had to look it up. Don't worry, guys. Every breath you take, and every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, Fortnite will come soon. Every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, the Fortnite will stay, and I'll play it soon. Had to look up the lyrics for that. Oh yeah, I was going to look up how to tie. This has always been my image since 2021. This is the image every single time. Sometimes I follow this though and it doesn't come out right, but I know that's my fault because other times when I do it, it does turn out right. So, Loki. I know that we are upside down. The world is up and hear me out. So what I don't. Guys, I just got asked out to a prom, and don't worry, guys, I'm not a predator. My friend, they're a grade below, but we're the same age, okay? And I need to respond and be like, yes, but I haven't responded yet. Cause I'm only human. Look, none of y'all better than me, cause I own this baby. I got it for Christmas. And I literally started crying. Guys, last I cried over a Christmas gift was whenever Abby gave me a pop food vinyl of Jack Stauber. And I cried because I was going through it in 2019. I've never been asked out to a prom before, guys. Can y'all feel the excitement that I have right now? It's only because I was homeschooled. She said she was well. I'm sorry, whenever I get like this, I only think that she said she was well. In middle school, I was always asked to dances. But my thing is, I would literally tell them, I'd be like, why are you asking me to this dance? I'm gonna be there. We're all going to be there. I go to this school. I'm going to be there. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are you asking me to go? I'm going to be there. You forgot his gloves. Thank you so much. I have the gloves. Thank you for telling me that. I would have looked back and been like, Arr. How can you see into my eyes? Like open on. Oh, do y'all want to see my new jacket I got? It's so slay. Look, it's leather. I haven't had a leather jacket since 4th grade. It looks weird with this cosplay. What do we think? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like Atsushi, like a poor mafia Atsushi. Beast Atsushi. What do we think? Atsushi kind of has like, are his sleeves kind of like, yeah, they are. When I did that, it registered. That's the only image of Atsushi in his canon outfit that I have to look to, because I'm not about to Google it. No, I have him right there. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, he's also right here. Yeah, they're pulled up. Come on, dude. Do we look more like him now? Please say yes. If you don't, something bad is gonna happen. Something bad is happening in us. You ain't nothing